my day. Happy Valentine's Day, YouTube community. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. This is the 2008 action sci-fi thriller starring, yes, Hayden Christensen from the Star Wars prequels. And you have Jamie Bell, Rachel Bilson, Michael Rooker, Anna Sophia Robb, Max Steriot, Diane Lane, and Samuel Jackson. What a hell of a cast. Jumper. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like this movie. I don't care. This is Valentine's Day. This has a heterosexual couple. Let's get it done. 88 minutes long. At least it's not 2.5 hours. I heard that John Wick 4 is going to be 2 hours and 49 minutes. Why? That doesn't need to be that long. The first movie was like 1 hour and 40 minutes. Why are movies getting so long now? This opening music is good. It's real good. It's a good shot. Who directed this movie? It's Douglas Liman. Yeah, he just recently did Chaos Walking, and that was a failure. And I don't care what anybody says. Hayden is a good actor when you give him the right material. And he's a handsome-looking dude. He's better looking than freaking some other people I had to sit through. There's Max Steriot. That's him as a kid. Yeah, Max Steriot. He's recently done a show called Fire County, I believe. Yeah. Fire Country or Fire County, something like that. She was a little girl here. Yeah, now she's a woman. There's the snow. I don't even care if the chat's awake or not because it's a holiday. So I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart. I haven't seen this movie in a while, so because Doug Liman's done good work. He did the first Bourne Identity movie, and this film, I like these films. Chaos Walking has the hobo. I can't sit through that. A snow globe. Stupid. See, why do people have to be a dick? You know? It's not funny. To be a douche to people is not funny. That's why I block Classic Film Collector and he's staying blocked. I'm not apologizing for nothing, okay? I have enough problems of my own with my own family. I don't need YouTube's problems. You're either with me or you're against me. It's that simple. Got it? Good. That's why I'm not talking to Josh today because I need a break. My family went through an ordeal last night and I don't need any more of your problems. Got it? Okay, just move and move on with your life, please. I'm seeing Ant-Man 3 and there's nothing you can do about it. I got my ticket for that so I can move on with my life because I've been waiting to see a Marvel movie for 3 months in the theater and there hasn't been a Marvel show on Disney Plus. So I need this. I need the Flash movie in 4 months. I don't need other people's problems. I'm not Superman. I can't solve all your problems. Got it? Let's continue. Yeah, David fell through the ice like Jack Frost. Why would that happen near school? I don't know. Now he has teleportation powers. That's kind of cool. I like that premise. Poor Max Steriot. Hey, at least he had some dignity in this movie, unlike in Catch That Kid. He had to work with Kristen Stewart, who's terrible. What kind of a lake is frozen near somebody's school? Yeah, this is a very well shot movie, and at least Hayden Christensen's not pretending to be American because he's Canadian, and they don't sound any different than we do. They say a couple of words different. So what? They don't go, I can't do this. No, they don't sound British and pretend to be like that. That's what I'm sick and tired of. Even Tom Holland couldn't save Chaos Walking. There's Michael Rooker. Yep, Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. Such a good actor, man. Yep, and he vanished. He's back at the library. Mm-hmm. You did. Again. Escape to your library. Stacks are closed due to the water damage. Yeah, because he almost drowned because of some stupid kid, some stupid bully. A Metallica poster. That's a nice touch. YouTube is not my job. It's just a hobby. Hmm. So could I. You know why? Because I'm not a prisoner to anybody. I have free will. There's Diane Lane in a picture. Thankfully, the movie is not very long, so I could get through it. I didn't want to see a 2 hour romantic drama where they both die at the end. This is not the day for that. It is. It's always time to move on. This should be on Disney Plus because it's a 20th Century Fox movie. I know who directed this. He's a better director than Ryan Johnson, I'll say that. Because even though Chaos Walking sucked, that was the writer's fault. You cast a hobo with the worst freaking actress in the world to be in your movie. It's a cool opening. See, not every movie needs to be 2.5 hours to be interesting. This is under 2 hours, and it's fine. It goes by quick. Rachel Bilson, yeah, she's adorable. I like her. Hayden was actually with her. He was married to her for a while, and then they split because some people can't get along. I don't get it. Get along, compromise. It's not a hard thing to do. It's like he has an X-Men power. Jesse James. And unlike what was it called that I did a podcast for Chronicle, he doesn't turn evil like Andrew from Chronicle where he just completely loses his mind. He actually is a decent person. Another flashback. Diane Lane is always beautiful. Even as a mom, she's just hot, man. She's always been hot ever since Judge Dredd. That was like one of the first things I saw her in, from back in the day. And she's just lovely. She has one of those faces that just is timeless. Immigrant Savings Bank. To survive anything. Music by John Powell, yeah. I'm not doing a podcast tomorrow. It's laundry day, so I will not be doing a podcast. No podcast, not even a full house at one. I need a break. Based on a novel. That is a cool power in this movie. I didn't get to see this in the theater because it came out in February of 2008. So it was freezing outside. And that's actually when it snowed, people. Hasn't snowed once this year. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Hmm. That's what everybody needs, money, just to stay afloat. Yeah, he's an anti-hero, like Robin Hood. David S. Goyer wrote this, yeah. Simon Kinberg, nope, terrible director. Every time he directs a movie, it flops and it's a bad movie. Look at Dark Phoenix. Look at the 355. Thank God he did not direct this movie. There's Samuel Jackson as Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man. Why does he have white hair? I don't know. It's weird. At least Kathleen Kennedy didn't produce this movie. That's good. It's the third movie that he did with Hayden Christensen after the Star Wars prequels. Is this better? In a way. Depends. It is a shorter movie than Attack of the Clones. There he is. People just hate him because of the prequels. I'm like, guys, I never hated him. I know I should, but I don't. I don't. The hobo, I can't freaking stand her because she ruined Star Wars for me for almost a decade, and that's because of her face. I don't like her face. I never liked her face. I've given other women a chance, but her, she gets nothing from me. Nothing. Look at that place. Mm-hmm. We're 15 minutes in already. Wow. Saw London. Would I ever go there? No. Not in your life. After what they did to me in the past decade in cinema. There's Jamie Bell. Jamie Bell basically is the poor man's Tom Holland. Yeah, he is. Holland went on to do Marvel and a good Marvel movies, and Bell did Fence Nor Stick. Yeah, not a good choice. No, he's Canadian. And he's got a great smile. I know a lot of people hate this guy, but I have him on my wall, guys. If I have somebody on my wall, obviously I don't hate them. I mean, the only one I can't stand is Chris Pratt, but I'm not going to put a poster of the Mario movie in my room. In my new room, I'll see the film, but I'm going to give my honest opinions, whether people agree with me or not. Just saying. Limitless are going to do that movie in March. I wanted to do it last year, but I just ran out of time. Yeah, Jamie Bell, he is the poor man's Tom Holland because he looks just like him, and he didn't have the career that Tom Holland has. Hell, I haven't seen him in a movie in years since Van Snorstic pretty much killed his career from ever doing something mainstream. Let me eat an apple. She's around like the apple. Gotta stay nourished. Pasta. He's surfing. He's eating. It's an interesting premise. I like the premise here. You saw in Egypt. Still a better movie than anything Simon Kinberg's written in years. The last movie Simon Kinberg wrote that was good was Logan. I think he produced or wrote Logan. That was it. After that, he fell apart. He fell apart. Yes, Kristen Stewart makes a cameo in this movie, but she's not in it that much. It's only one scene. And this movie's 15 years old. So, happy 15th year anniversary, Jumper. He kills a black man kills an Asian man. Yeah, that would not be fly well in 2023. Ooh, that didn't age well. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. There they are again. Nick Fury. Mm-hmm. No, I'm the villain. Yeah. Well, he's a teleporter. Mhm. Yeah, because this was years after the prequels, and I'm fine with this performance. It's not stilted. It's not corny. It's the romance is better. I will say that because it really led to a romance with him and Rachel Bilson, so it led to something. You can't erase your history, guys. You can erase your watch history on YouTube or Google, but one thing you can never erase is a relationship. If it happened, it happened. There's nothing you can do about it, especially procreation. He has a death stick. Yeah, I saw this in the trailer. Hmm. I would have loved to have seen a sequel, but they waited too long. Instead, Hayden jumped right back into Star Wars because he needed it. He needed it. He did Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I did. I thought he did well. Screw the haters. I don't care what haters think. Haters are gonna hate. Good stunt work. There are always consequences. Yeah, every decision, every time you write something on the chat and it's insulting, trust me, people are always watching it. At least Samuel Jackson is great in this compared to like in the Spirit a year after the same year. It's horrendous. It's a terrible. He's so over the top, and it's like that movie's garbage. Ugh. Wow, punching right through the wall. Some people probably didn't want to watch this because it's a holiday, but that's fine. I'll live. This will be uploaded to YouTube in about an hour, so Albert Einstein. Such a good actor, man. Even whether he's in blue makeup or he's just acting with hair, the guy's so good. He's from Alabama. That's where my aunt's from. I have an aunt that's white. That's from Alabama with red hair. Such a good actor, man. Why did Doug Lyman waste him in Chaos Walking is beyond me. Because I know Brooker was in that movie. I think like in a cameo or something. Dolly, what are you barking at? My dog's always barking at somebody. I don't know what it is. They always lock her in there. Well, it is what it is. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Gold coins. Mm-hmm. His love interest. It's a lie. Yeah, I'm so happy you're not, Hayden, because after all these people that died during the pandemic, I'm very happy you're still alive. There she is. 26 minutes in. Mm. The girl from the OC that has one of the cutest little faces. See, that's why I can't like Selena Gomez, because she doesn't have a cute face. She still looks like she's 12. Bilson has a cute face and she's older. A friendly face. No. Mm. Look at that face and that beautiful dark hair. Hmm. Too bad he doesn't have his lightsaber to cut your head off. This is the scene with Kristen Stewart. I don't know why she's in the movie. It was a cameo. Hmm. Rice bowl. Hmm. You're lucky he doesn't have force powers to knock you through a wall. Mm. Mm. At least at Star Wars Celebration, they embraced him. The hobo's not welcome there. Things do change. There's Jamie Bell just standing in the background. That's basically what he does in this movie. He doesn't do much. Hmm. She has beautiful hair. They're going to Italy. Italia. He has a book bag. Hmm. Hmm. Being transported. He's tracking them down. How cute. See, there's the first kiss of the movie. And again, the world didn't end, Josh. Breathe, all right? Breathe. The world is not going to end because of a freaking movie. Kang is not going to ruin Phase 5. If there's something that's going to ruin Phase 5, is Disney's agendas that will ruin it. Not the actors, not the freaking characters, the freaking bad writing. Here comes their moment together. That really happened in real life. Hey, little Sims, there you are. 35 minutes. Mm. Yeah, long live heterosexuality. That's the only love I care about today. Hello, beautiful, petite little body. Just like Green Lantern and Daredevil, the real romance happened off screen. That's always nice to hear. You saw there's the Coliseum. Hmm. At least they smile in this movie. They don't look like they're in pain. I don't know you were going to do this podcast early. I had to, Little Sims. I have other things to do. It's a holiday. And I didn't want to do the podcast at 11 or 12. He teleports them in there. That's like going to Paris and then you can't go on the Eiffel Tower or go to a cafe or something. I can see it from a distance. I just want to survive this year so I can move on with my life in the spring. I don't want to hear other people's problems. It's not my problem. There it is. Do you still watch South Park? I haven't watched it in a while. I've seen clips from it and making me laugh. That's a cool thing. They said they might do a sequel to this movie. Yeah, they said that 15 years ago. It's been over a decade. There's been like some YouTube movie or something like that, but they really should have done it way sooner. Ugh. That's that's gross. Why are you pissing in the Coliseum? They have bathrooms in Italy, dumbass. Yeah, Jamie Bell really does nothing in this movie. Like what? He's a jumper too, but he is the boar man, Tom Holland. I don't know what kind of British accent that is, but it's like oh, that's what he sounds like. He sounds like the underwater people from Wakanda Forever. Even though there's not really a lot of Bintos in that movie. You just said a joke and made me laugh. Somebody didn't use the bathroom in that stall. Yeah, exactly. Again, Tom Holland was the one that got the career, not you, Jamie, because you did Fan Snorstick, and what happened? You never recovered from that. I haven't seen him in a movie since. At least Hayden did Obi-Wan Kenobi, one of the most watched shows of last year. So, for better or for worse, people, I'm a Star Wars fan to the very end, regardless of the BS that Disney did to the movies. It's cool effects. They use like these giant uh freaking wires, metal wires. Eraser Reborn, I haven't seen it yet. I like the girl from it, but that's about it. Polizia? That means cops. Cops! Wow, you crash into a bunch of VHS tapes? CDs, someone that people don't use anymore. That's the only F bomb in the movie because it's a PG-13. That's why Rachel Bilson didn't show all the goods. Just jump. Again, David, jump. Jump. Again, he could have jumped and they will never catch him. South Park, I don't have the South Park movie. It says bigger, longer, and uncut. I don't have the movie, so I can't do that one. Sit, not seat. Because he's an immigrant. He's not Italian, so they would just deport him. She's part Italian, but she's not from Italy. There's Diane Lane. It's on top of the pyramids again. No, he jumped. Hmm. I like seeing them together, even though this is the only film they did together. But hey, it led to something. Okay, we're about an hour. We're almost an hour in. Didn't feel the running time at all because I've been doing movies under 2 hours. Because God help me if I have to sit through movies that are almost 3 hours this year in the spring and summer. Shazam 2, at least I know it's under 2.5 hours. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. Without the end credits, probably 2 hours. That's it. You don't need more than that. Once you get 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes longer, the movie feels padded. This movie doesn't have any padding in it. It goes by real quick. The North Face. Mm-hmm. He's got a stash of money. Yeah, that's a good start. Until we get married a few years later. Of course, they separated, but you know how celebrities are. They don't spend enough time with each other, so then the bond breaks for some reason. I've stood close with my friends from college. It's almost 11 o'clock. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, you got Nick Fury and Yondu in the same scene. How awesome is that? They wouldn't. They didn't know that years later they would be part of the biggest franchise in the world. This movie had a lot of foreshadowing. Yeah, because Hayden would become Anakin Skywalker again, and then Darth Vader. And he was great in the suit. I think he looked great in the suit, and he was intimidating and scary. We hadn't seen that since Episode 3, and even or Rogue One. But the problem is, Rogue One. That's the only good thing in the movie. Mostly him, the Vader scenes, and the robot. That's it. Everything else in that movie can go to hell. Rogue One, because the CGI and the main characters and the tone, everything just fell apart. Once the robot died, I was just like, I want this movie to be over. 5 people are watching it already. Good. I don't have a date tonight, but I still have a Valentine. Yeah, Jamie Bell doesn't do anything in this movie. He really is like the more talky. Tom Holland. Holland at least is charming and he has a lot of charisma. Bell just falls flat. I mean, I thought it was related to Kristen Bell. No, no relation. He's British and he's just like that weird kind of like too talky Brit. He's just sitting there playing a video game. I could do that any day. Yeah, I wish this was Tom Holland, but he was a kid in 2008. He was like that was 15 years ago. I think he was like 10 or 11 when this came out. Yeah, he was a kid. I don't get it, Snow. I don't talk like this. That's how Matt Smith talks in Doctor Who. And I'm like, I'm glad Karen doesn't talk like that because she has a sweet voice. He's like, I'm going to talk like this. Their way. I thought Bell was a Scottish name. I don't know. See? He's been doing cocaine. Another airplane scene. I can do podcasts early. I've done podcasts at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to do it that late, but still. And there's his, that was a voices from Family Guy. Like a Rooker is out cold. And Hayden proves that, yeah, he could be a leading man. It's just people didn't give him a chance after Star Wars. They thought him and Natalie Portman can't act. Natalie went on to win an Oscar a few years later. And Hayden did this movie and a couple other films. And yeah, he did. He also did. He came back to play Anakin Skywalker on Disney Plus. It saved his career. He's relevant again. Poor guy was like, he's the worst actor I've ever seen. No, the hobo is. She is not a good actress. Nothing she touches, everything she touches turns to death. I think the acting's fine in this movie. It's a lot better than the critics say give it credit for. It's a cool premise. I'm Anakin Skywalker, bitch. And at least Anakin's story was still better than the hobos. At least he didn't start off with superpowers when he was a kid. Just saying, guys. And even when he has the force, he can't just fly. You know, he has weaknesses. He loses a limb. The hobo never takes any damage. Why? Because I got super vagina powers. Yeah, no, you don't. I'm gonna pull your eyes out. Your accent, I don't know what it is, Jamie. Is that Cockney or Liverpool? What is that accent? I gotta check because this is mental. I don't know why he's talking like that. Wait, no, I have no idea. It's a weird. He's probably Welsh or something. He's from Billingham. I never even heard where Billingham is from. He's actually married to Kate Mara. It's a parish in Stockton on Tees. I've never even heard it because I'm like, I never heard that accent before. A Billington accent. I never heard of that. Excuse me. I know. That's why Fan Snorstick was a failure. Not only did they give the Ben nothing to do, but even as a rock monster, he looked lame. And I don't understand why they made him CGI and gave him no pants. And wait, what happened to me? Even that voice is stupid. It didn't sound anything like Michael Chiklis. At least did his own voice. Hold on, gotta fix this bed a little bit. It's falling off the hinges. There we go. Move this over here, and move this over here, and we're ready. I got 2 water bottles. I'll drink some of this right now. Yeah, this movie's interesting. It has something different. It's not just another, it's not another Born Identity or Shoot 'Em Up or one of the millions of freaking action movies that we get on Netflix now. It's got a budget and it's good looking. Favorite Zendaya role? I don't know. It's hard to say because I would say Greatest Showman because she's so sexy in that movie and she sings really well. Because I like Casey Undercover, but there were episodes she was underused in. And I like her in the Spider-Man movies. It's just the first one, Homecoming, she has nothing to do. The second one, they give her a lot more screen time because Liz Allen's not there. And I did like her in the third one. So emotional. Her and Tom Holland's emotion really brought that to a next level. Yeah, Jamie Bell's just a poor man's Tom Holland. It really is. And he's almost the same age as him. I think he's a few years older. Let me see. He's 36. He's like 10 years older than him. But I don't know what that accent is. It's weird. It's one of the weirdest British accents I've ever heard. Like, I'm talking like this. I have no idea. I'm not from Billingham. Normal? You're British. You're never going to be normal. Because when Yeah, he worked for Marvel and it was a mistake. At least Hayden hasn't done a bad Marvel movie or DC movie, so give him credit for that. Zapped, I liked it, but like I said, that's what brought me into liking Zendaya. But that movie, like I said, the premise would not work today, where a phone can control every man's move. Yeah, that would never be done in 2023. Why is this doing that? There we go. I'll eat that bread after I take a shower. Mercedes Benz, there's some product placement. Rum. How do you rank the Victoria seasons? Well, I don't know which is the best one. I would say the best season was 3 because that's when things were getting interesting. But then 4 happened and then it ended. I'm like, Dan Schneider should have given it another season. The worst season I think is the weakest one because Beck was boring, and also it was the cast was underage at that time. Ishinaru, who drives like that? Seriously, it's not a Transformers movie or Fast and the Furious. They went to Tokyo. Remember the Tokyo Drift? If it moves, I can jump it. That sounds like a double entendre. Let me, let me see if Rachel Bilson. I think she's on. She's 5'2". She had a partner. She was with Audi at that time. then left him before this movie came out. She was with Bill Hader, but then she left him after a year. Told you, nobody can handle her. Oh, trust me, Rachel, if I hit it off with you, I'm going to marry you. I ain't going to be your partner. I'm going to marry you. If we hit it off, I know she's older than me, but I don't care. It's like in her 40s. Hey, I met Rachel Lee Cook last year, and she's gorgeous. And she was single at the time. And she saw the look on my face. I was mesmerized. Marvel team up. Well, never know. You never know. Hayden can one day be in a Marvel movie. I would love to see him. If they made him Mr. Sinister, that would be crazy. I'll be like, he went from Darth Vader to being Mr. Sinister. Josh thinks it can't happen. Anything in Marvel can be made into a masterpiece. If you have an open mind like me, you would know that. I'm not going to yell because I want to save my energy for this weekend. Any Marvel or DC property, if you've done it well, if it's done well, you can make it into a freaking masterpiece. No one thought an Ant-Man movie could work, and Marvel did it, and it worked. And now they're in their third film, in phase 5. Not phase 3, 5. Kang is going to be just fine. I'm not going to talk about him until I've seen the movie. Then we talk about it. Until then, you don't mention Kang on Facebook or on here, period. If not, I snap my fingers and it'll be another classic film collector. Gone. Because I'm not taking it anymore. I'm going to see Ant-Man 3 in the theater. So am I, Little Sim. I got my ticket already. That's true. You saw he had Christmas lights on there. That's not his friend. When they were in Star Wars, they were, like acquaintances, Mace Windu and Anakin Skywalker. And people forget that this movie was a hit. It wasn't a bomb like Chaos Walking. That movie was doomed from the start. When I found out the hobo was going to be with Tom Holland, I'm like, yeah, she's going to swallow him whole. And that's exactly what happened. Nobody liked that movie. My friend didn't even like it. There you are. The film's almost over. Poor girl. I would never do that. You will be my first priority. I'll make sure that you and I leave together. I don't abandon a girl. I don't do that, guys. I don't do that. Poor girl. She's never found a real husband because she married Hayden, but it didn't last. The distance. Duh. Just say I'm a jumper. But he didn't steal the money. He didn't kill anybody. He just teleported there. There's so much emotion in those eyes of his. Yep. PG-13 I could see in the theater. Yeah. Now, back when this movie came out, you weren't. You were a little kid. Or I don't even think you were born. I think maybe you were born in 2008. Gotcha. That is a cool premise. If I could teleport, I would be out of New York City for at least a month. Just so I don't have to be stuck in this house. You saw he can spray their essence. Because Ant-Man 3, I've been waiting for this for so long. I mean, this sequel was supposed to come out like 3 years ago, but then the pandemic happened and everything got pushed. The fact that we're getting stuff now and people are still complaining, yeah, kiss my fat ass. I am here. I got COVID last year. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I made it through. And I'm going to see Ant-Man 3 in the theater with no mask on. Deal with it. There's a clubhouse, you know. Yeah. Don't do another movie like this again, Jamie. What's your opinion? Elizabeth Gillies? She's gorgeous. Pale as a ghost, but beautiful. And she was a good Catwoman last year, and Catwoman Hunted. She did a great job. I thought Stephanie Beatrice sucked as Batwoman, but hey, Batwoman is not a good character, so that DC version, the gay version that they did was just, she doesn't work. It's a failure. That's why DC hasn't greenlit a movie for her, because they know it would flop. The show flopped, so the show was one of the most woke things ever. An hour and 7 minutes in. Even this third act, I think it's pretty good. It's not bang 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 with guns like a certain Marvel or DC movies, or even like a John Wick movie, but it's fun. Bat Center or Zoolander, either one is fine. I've only seen Zoolander like twice. Bat Center, I think I've seen it 3 times now. Hmm. That weapon is kind of cool in the movie. It's like it's it's like barbed wire and a whip. So he has a blade. A flamethrower. Where did he get that? I have no idea. That was never set up. Hmm. These effects, I like these effects. Hmm. Same to you, buddy. Same to you. And 2008 was a great year for films, unlike this year so far. That all we got was a bunch. The only successful movies were that Blue Cats and Megan, and recently knocked on. The horror's done well this year, but that's about it. That was a good stunt. Yes, I saw your message. It's a good action scene at the end. It's pretty intense. That was a good stunt too. There's CG, but it's not a freaking it's not an orgy of CG like some of the Fox Marvel movies, like X-Men Apocalypse. Oh my god, that had way too much CG. I'm like, once you're using it 90% of the movie, it's a crutch. It's not an advantage, it's a crutch. Endgame had the privilege to have all that CG, but you had great actors behind these people, behind those green screens, and the battle at the end solidified that movie. With Apocalypse, I was bored. I'm like, just end this, please. That movie was over 2 hours long, and it didn't need to be. This movie's under 2 hours. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think Bad Santa 3 is going to happen because 2 got such a bad reception. I don't think a third one is needed. Dumbass. You saw there's an X-Men comic. That's a nice nod because Nightcrawler can do the teleportation thing, and some others as well. I think Blink can also do that. She can make portals and teleport. That's a good shot. It's a cool scene. Hey, this has more action than the Fantastic Four movies. I'll say that. All of them. There's way more action and way more things happening. This is what you call an action sequence. Fox, well, 20th Century Studios and Sony. Is this better than Morbius? Oh, absolutely. Oh my God. This movie has a coherent plot compared to Morbius. They're swimming with their clothes on. That's a cool visual. They're up in Antarctica, I think, or Alaska or something. That was cool. No pun intended. But they're in the Middle East now. Watch it right behind you. It's like the war in Iraq, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You did. Yep, he trapped him in an electric tower. Well, good. I don't need to hear him anymore, Jamie Bell. This is not his movie. He doesn't do anything until the third act. It's like this girl and I am number four, where the girl at the blonde Kristen Stewart doesn't do anything until the third act. And I'm like, that's not a character. You can't just do a bunch of things at the third act and expect to be a character. In Endgame, we already saw all those characters that got snapped and came back. That doesn't count. I'm telling you, a main character just doing nothing until the third act. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cracks. Well, he was born with these powers. The ending is definitely chaotic, but at least I could see what's going on. He jumped right out of that building and into the water somewhere. Real water, none of the CGI freaking Avatar Way of Water crap. I know I bitch about that movie. I'm like, it's 3 hours long, guys. That's like half my day right there. This movie's about half that running time, which is all I need. I don't need a 3 hour movie in the theater this year. Nope. Dune Part 2 is not going to be that long. Maybe 2.5 hours, but that's about it. Doesn't need to be 3 hours. I don't have that kind of time. Yep, they're back in the library and it's destroyed again. Yep, no food or drinks at the library. And yeah, CPR, do CPR. He's fine. Mm-hmm. Yep, he's on a mountain now. Yep, he left him on a mountain. It's like at the end of the Sonic movie when Robotnik gets put into the mushroom planet, and he has, and that's the movie. The movie's almost over. There's the snow, even though we didn't see any snow to this year. Are you going to do a live commentary on the Dark Knight trilogy in the summer? I'm not doing it in the winter. It's too long. Those movies are very long. I do them in the summer. There's Kristen Stewart's cameo. Why is she here? I don't know. Oh, that those teeth and that weird face. That was right before she did Twilight, and I'm like, yeah, and we know where that headed to. Hmm. Those are not very good choices. It's a good shot from a distance. Nice snow, red jacket. Red is the color for Valentine's Day. It's a good looking film compared to other films I've seen this year, where they look so cheap. I don't even know. There's the hand holding. There we go. And that was Jumper, guys. An hour and 24 minutes. Pretty short for an action movie from 2008. It's a fun movie. I'm glad that, and the romance is in the film, but it's not overdone. Like some movies where that's all it's about, even though this is the day for it. Thanks for watching, Little Sims. You were the only one here. Thanks for watching my live stream yesterday. I won't be doing one tomorrow, but that's Jumper. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it, watching it at least once. It's a fun movie for what it is. It's not high art, but it's better than a lot of the films that have come out this year so far, last year. It doesn't drag ass for 3 hours. At least it knows what it is, and it's not going to cost you a lot of time. So that's the movie. Glad to see it again. It's always fun to watch every now and then. So happy Valentine's Day. Celebrate with the ones you love, no matter who it is. And, enjoy your day, because some people don't have a lot of time left on this earth. But make the most of your time on earth, man, because it's worth every minute. Live it fully. See you in the next one. And end.